Salute, big boy. What's good, bro? What is good? What is good? Do you hear that? Yeah. You guys ready to rock and roll? You with me for a minute? All right. Hello there. How y'all doing, man? What's good, AD? I mean, big AD. Big boy. Super Comics. What's cracking? What's cracking? I just came on here for a little bit, man, because something ran across my desk, right? We've been on our political shit, man. And just this is see, I was watching Tim Pool, right? Because he has a show nightly. And I'm usually into it for at least, the first 15 minutes of it. But the title had me pulled in. And I was like, what the? And I just want to show you, like, what they are doing. Shout out to everybody in the chat already, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. This is the live for the singles. You don't have to be single to be in here, but that's where we are. Nah, I got to work tonight, man. I fucking forgot, bro. I'm so used to working in the day, dude. I spaced that I had to work tonight. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch, y'all? I'm gonna start a timer for like the cussing. Because I gotta start running this show a little differently here. Like I'm cussing, I'm going crazy up here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Somebody told me that somebody did that. Kwame Brown did it in the chat. I think it was Superco or somewhere. Let's do 3 minutes. Let's go. All right, so I gotta make sure that I don't cuss for 3 minutes. Look what this title says, though, y'all. Congress warns of Russian space nukes. What the heck is a space nuke? Is that something that comes from the sky? This blew my mind, bro. Oh, it's all over. Like, as soon as you put that in. National security threat. All right. The White House National Security Advisor and leading lawmakers on Capitol Hill sought to allay public concerns on Wednesday after the House Intelligence Committee chairman warned of a national security threat related to a destabilizing foreign military capability, so serious that President Joe Biden should declassify all information about it. Two sources familiar with the deliberations on Capitol Hill said the intelligence has to do with Russia wanting to put a nuclear weapon into space. This would not be to drop a nuclear weapon onto Earth, but rather to possibly use against satellites. So they're talking about blowing up like EMPs almost probably. You know how many things are run on satellites? Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it? Like, bro. And don't think that these people aren't well capable of it. It says, still, it is very concerning and very sensitive, said one source, calling it a big deal. While not addressing the subject directly, multiple members of Congress quickly described the issue as serious without stoking public alarm. So is it something that the public should be worried about or isn't? I think it is, because if you bam all these satellites, then what do you have? I mean, if they hit these satellites, we can't call. We can't call for help. You can't do none of that. None of it. Absolutely nothing. But the things at the beginning,
threat for which must be declassified so the American people can know. And according to all the latest reports,
a lot of things need to be.
Threat is.
And by the way, I think a lot of things need to be declassified. You see, I'm an open person. You really want to know a lot about me? I said, go ask someone about me. How about that? I'm not hard. I'm an easy kind of person to get up to find out anything about me. It's not hard. The world is way smaller than you think it is.
Russian space nukes. That's right.
Holy moly,
it's as crazy
bro.
as Jewish space lasers, but the fear is that Russia is going to put nukes in outer space. They haven't yet, but the American people must know. And assuming that is actually what they're warning about, yeah, spare me, dude. I really don't care. That's such we talk about it quite a bit on the show. Nukes are like 100-year-old technology or 80-year-old technology at this point. They have much more powerful weapons, much more dangerous weapons. I'm more concerned about the potential of Havana syndrome and maybe gain-of-function research. But okay. I mean, space nukes is scary.
He's got a point there, man, because once things start going biological, once things start going, yeah, that's an ugly thing. Yeah, we're not having no beef right now.
People think this is a ploy because the House is refusing to take up a vote on the Ukraine war funding bill so they can put out this ridiculous narrative that Russia, if they're not stopped, they're going to put nukes in outer space and that everyone's going to get scared.
We got to stop.
Very few people are buying it.
This is,
but that seems to be the big story.
They are literally trying to ball up a bunch of bullshit and get us involved with something with Russia. Is it the media, dude? Or is it the media being controlled? Because we watched Tucker Carlson go right over there to Russia, sit down and have a meeting with this feller, and he didn't seem any out of place. Like he kind of gave me the normal. Why does America so want to beat up on freaking Tucker, Vladimir Putin and Russia so bad, bro? What have they really done to us? I don't get it.
Now, there is really big news from earlier in the day. There's not as much to elaborate on, but it is a massive story, a mass shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. Shocking story. So we will get into exactly what happened there and the updates that are going on with what happened
in Kansas City, man.
There are many children who are injured. I believe there's one death, and that is a rather tragic story. So we'll definitely get into that. And then we have an exclusive from SCNR.com. An individual who was filming a drag show with minors was attacked by the individuals. On video, it appears the individuals are attacking him. And the cops actually arrested the guy doing the filming who was protesting. So we'll talk about that. Before we get started, my friends, head over.
Hold on.
A drag show with what happened. There are many children who are injured. I believe there's one death, and that is a rather tragic story. So we'll definitely get into that. And then we have an exclusive from SCNR.com. An individual who was filming a drag show with minors was attacked by the individuals.
Hold on, man. A drag show with minors? That's real adult to do.
On video, it appears the individuals are attacking him.
Americans.
And the cops actually arrested the guy doing the filming who was protesting. So we'll talk about that. Before we get started, my friends, head over to eyesofadvice.com. It's the new song coming out by Tim Cast.
They arrested the guy that was protesting the drag show. I can't believe it, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about news. So here's the story from the Daily Mail. I hope you're in for a laugh riot. Serious national security threat is, quote, Russia wanting to put a nuclear weapon in space. Biden urged to declassify all materials after ominous warning from top Republican Mike Turner. Okay, here it is. U.S. House Intelligence Committee. Today, the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence has made available to all members of Congress information concerning a serious national security threat. Quote, I am requesting that President Biden declassify all information relating to this threat so that Congress, the administration, and our allies can openly discuss the actions necessary to respond to this threat. Of course, Russian space nukes. And, I got to be honest, we're living under a cult, right? I mean, I call the left a cult a lot. But this narrative that they constantly put out, it's like it's a parallel reality. It was Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert were talking about it.
It almost is a
they were
parallel
overseas
reality,
in the first
bro.
Trump election in 2016. And so they were like, oh, there's no way Trump's going to win. Everything we've seen in the media says he's going to lose. And then when they came back to the US and saw the signs everywhere, they were like, Trump's going to win. Like the reality on the ground with people is so dramatically different from what the media has been showing everybody.
That's the problem.
In the US, they say Trump has made us a laughing stock around the world. I've not really experienced that. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying in my experience, having traveled quite a bit during this time, I didn't experience this laughing stock. I would say that I experienced one of two things.
Biden is the laughing stock.
Well, laughter in two forms, either at the expense of Trump a little bit, but not in this idea that everyone was laughing. I would say it was actually, a lot of it was unease and concern of like, what's going on, what's happening to the United States. Yeah. But there were a lot of people that I had met, and this one's extremely obvious. The other experience I had, especially
I want to talk about,
we love panic. Not all the people were shot. There's tackled suspected Kansas City gunman after shooting that left 1 dead and 21 injured.
Son of a biscuit eater.
There's actually video. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but let me slow down here. Dude. Earlier today, Kansas City was celebrating their Super Bowl victory with their parade, large gathering of fans. Very family friendly, as I understand it. When except for when 3 suspects allegedly opened fire, striking 22, 1 person killed. Dang. Now I got to clarify that statement.
That's ugly.
Striking several people, someone died. It has been clarified that the injuries may be the result of panic. Not all people were shot, but it's a sad story. And man, it was worrying to see the breaking news. But
hell kicked it off.
Let's try and get some of the details here. You can see in one video. I want to highlight basically what's going on with the. I pulled up this story because I want to highlight the suspects. Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas said there were 600 Kansas City, Missouri Police Department officers, 250 officers from outside agencies present at the scene. The mayor spoke to the Kansas City Chiefs, who clarified their prayers are with everyone at the parade today. About 1 million parade goers were expected at the celebration today. So this is crazy. Police spokesperson, or who is this? Graves. I was watching this all live, so I don't know the full name of the. I believe Kansas City Police Chief Stacey Graves said that she was angry, and the initial reports suggest that this was 3 guys who, or the suspects, had some kind of beef with each other. I will tell you this.
Oh fuck!
You know what I find very strange? Can I just
what very the heck? What's popping?
I don't see anybody posting photos of the suspects who've been arrested,
bro. That's sad, bro.
I did not see
here's an article from ABC News about the suspect, about a gunman being tackled. There's no picture or video of anybody being tackled.
That's because it was a gunfight, dude. Dudes, it was probably like gang beef or something like that, and a lot of people got caught in the crossfire. Thank God, like more people didn't die. Thank God there was. Hopefully more people don't end up dead.
There could have been a lot.
If it was actually an attack on the people there, the death toll would have been higher.
But the question is, why are they writing stories about the suspects but not showing the suspects?
Oh, I mean, the obvious assumption is because it's their race and they don't want to inflame racial tensions.
Yes.
Well, and this is the narrative that's being inflamed right now, and it's unfortunate because it's unfortunate that's the case. But Ian Miles Chong says these are the 3 alleged gunmen in cuffs at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade mass shooting. How quickly are they going to bury this? And we do see this video. I don't believe shows. It does show 3 individuals. 3 young black men who are being arrested. To clarify, we do not know that these men are the shooters. My understanding is they arrested a lot of people.
Oh.
It was being reported that they're what do you call it? The range at which they were arresting people was extremely wide. They were basically like, detain now, whoever you might suspect, search them.
That's good.
If they're not the person, we release them. But the narrative, the concern right now is. And I'm going to say this outright.
Again
ABC News. I mean, serious question.
They got arrested in another town too, didn't they? Didn't they arrest him in Arizona or some shit? Good, man.
I think people are gonna immediately jump to the racial component of it. ABC News runs a story saying the suspect has been tackled by bystanders, and they don't show the video of it.
Yeah.
And they don't show photos of it. And so when you get people all over Twitter now saying like, hey, what's going on with this? It fits the stereotype that the media
That's good,
will not show or will not talk about mass shootings or tragedies when the shooter is, either not white or is LGBTQ. Like we just had the church shooting in Texas, and this story is falling off the corporate press so quickly.
Yeah.
When it turned out that it was a trans-identifying female who was abusing her kid. So I'm not saying it's absolute, but I am saying when you get people going online and complaining that when there is a mass shooting that is typically of an identity the left is trying to utilize for political gain, those stories die off, and then something like this happens. I can't say I'm surprised.
And not only is it, there's probably I don't have any kind of like argument about the comments about racial stuff, but also the fact that if it was a gang related one, it's not a rifle. That means it's a handgun. That means it's not useful to the gun. I think
one of them had a rifle.
Oh, really?
I mean, let me pull up more details. I think I was reading that there was at least one rifle. Yeah.
Well,
man,
I stand corrected if that be the case. But
you know,
gang shootings typically are not useful.
In your neighborhood or something, I could see him probably meeting up bumping into him at the Super Bowl.
That
is not good, bro.
The narrative that they're looking.
That's the tip of the iceberg, though. You're right.
They report those as mass shooting events, when in reality, it's not.
Not going to be up there long, y'all.
The reality of the case on the ground.
Because what they still want you to think. There's hundreds and hundreds of school shootings per year. That's the intent. That's when they say mass shooting. They want you to the imagery that comes up in your head is someone at a school, someone at a workplace with a rifle slaughtering people. What really ends up happening with the vast majority of the mass shootings, it's gang shootings. Anytime 2 or more people get shot, then it's a gang shooting, then it's a mass shooting.
Exactly.
And that means if dudes are fighting over turf and they start lighting each other up and one dude gets hit and the guy behind him gets hit and the guy behind that gets hit with this, same couple of rounds or whatever, that is considered a mass shooting. And again, it conjures up the idea of a mass shooter in a school slaughtering people with a long gun, when really what it is the same kind of street crime that people are familiar with and have been familiar with. Basically,
they're trying to amp it up.
So just to clarify, I had seen an article that had made that I believe referenced or a post on
same kind of street crime,
a long gun of some sort. I could be wrong
by the media.
I did a quick search for a couple articles. I'm not seeing anything about the weapons they used.
You could clarify and call these like school shootings mass executions, because the intention to go in and slaughter a bunch of people is executive, whereas a gang shootout, a bunch of people get shot. It wasn't really, your goal wasn't to execute a bunch of people. It was to shoot and get your way. I
disagree, because execution implies some kind of like just cause. I'm against death penalty, but typically,
does it mean that the victim is helpless? Is that the execution? Is that what it's an execution?
That's an execution style killing. Yes, I think that's where they're going.
With someone right now is.
I think that's where they're going with this.
Tweeted at me, and they have a link. What looks like a person picking up an AR-15.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I read that there was a rifle of some sort.
I think so. It looks like there's a rifle to the damn. It's not super. That's
and this says to me, I don't. Yeah. What I was watching Fox, and they were just like, this may be interpersonal. If there's a rifle there, I'm not so convinced. This sounds like something else.
Yeah.
It could be gang related, so there's industry behind it. I'm saying, like, I don't think it's like some guy was cheating on some guy, like some girl or something like that.
Yeah, in the middle of a parade.
Yeah,
they wanted to kill people.
Oh, if you watch it, so like every once in a while, I'll go and
where's she come from? With that voice, man, that accent.
Scroll through like videos of dudes like
where
in
did she
the
come
city
from?
With guns and stuff, and you see dudes. A lot of times they'll be showing like Glocks with the switch for a fully automatic Glock
and stuff. But also, every time
you do tend to see a lot of pistol AR-15s with just the buffer tube. So. It's reasonable to say it's reasonable.
But that looks like it's like an actual standard long gun. Yeah. People. A lot of people don't know this, and I'm not gonna pretend to be a gun expert, but there are pistols that look like rifles, and they're classified legally as pistols.
And I don't like the path of the type of weapon you have on you indicates your intent. So I don't want to make it sound like just because there was a rifle means that he was going there to kill a bunch of people.
It does.
Like
don't do that again.
Banger.
Now, the type of weapon you have on you definitely means intent.
If you're going to get into a gunfight, you want to have a long gun.
Well, it honestly depends on where you are.
They're saying,
I tell you what, the professionals that enter houses, they carry AR-15s, 10.5-inch AR-15s. Those are the guys that go in there and get in gunfights professionally. They carry ARs. I'm gonna carry an AR.
No, I don't disagree, but we're not talking like it. you don't want a very long barrel
No.
indoors.
True. Agree.
You know, that's why it was funny when like Biden was saying get a shotgun, and it's like look, I got a 12 gauge Remington, and it's massive, and I couldn't. That thing's not very effective indoors. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not
pretty good home defense, man.
Combat guy. I don't know, but pretty much, you probably don't want one of those. It's crazy how they restrict so many guns that are.
Say that, Tim.
Like, I'll keep it super simple. The idea that suppressors are restricted. Look, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know that if someone breaks into my house and tries to kill me, I'm going to fire that gun. I will
everybody, man.
Like, it's so loud, and you're indoors, and the echo. You're not going, but you can't get a suppressor. It's just absolutely wild how difficult they make it to get a suppressor, which is basically increasing the safety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In Europe, there are places where you have to have suppressors,
right?
Where it's a safety issue because of sound levels.
Are guns legal? What's the legality in Spain?
I wish. No, we are not allowed to have guns.
Single
I guess
people
if you're a
discrimination
hunter
day.
and you have some type of permission, you can.
Man.
But you cannot defend yourself.
I don't know if I'm single
so
or
lucky
if
to
I'm
have the
just
Second
dating
Amendment.
or what right now.
Oh, do people get
No.
guns anyway and then go and make
Just
shootings?
criminals, no.
In a relationship.
But do criminals do that? There still is that kind of
But
crime.
then we cannot defend ourselves. The only person who have guns and are not like hunters are criminals
What about the cops?
and cops. But I don't know at their house. I don't think they're allowed to have them at their house. I don't know. I have to check that.
But here's the important thing:
the cops don't even have guns there.
You say they're
allowed to have it at
criminals.
their house.
Yeah.
But even if they're not actively robbing or stealing, they are quite literally a criminal because guns are illegal.
Yeah. And they are carrying a gun, which is completely illegal.
Does it happen where there's like gun violence and people are just like enraged that they're not legally permitted to carry weapons to defend themselves?
So the problem in Spain is that almost
you can
everyone
get
is a
them.
socialist.
Just they're illegal.
And they believe in peace and
It's like you
freedom
can
and
get
no
switches and
guns.
shit.
But then
They're illegal too.
when they get shot, they just cry, but they don't say I want a gun. Very few people. There's only one party, Vox Party, that believes in guns and the right to defend ourselves.
Did you used to have the right to defend yourself with guns and then they get taken away?
I don't think so. We never did.
Well,
No.
I mean, probably a really, really, really long time ago.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago when guns were just like muzzle-loaded muskets or whatever.
But for example, right now I'm in my house and someone breaks in and I heard this person, not even with a gun, with like a knife or something. I am the criminal for defending my house and my property. I would go to jail, not this person. Actually, there's a case in Mallorca, one island in Spain, that a 90-year-old man defended himself. He had a gun. Maybe he was a hunter. And he was sentenced to go to jail. But at the end, he didn't end up going. But the 90-year-old man was supposed to go to jail for defending himself inside his
But then they
house.
overturned it?
Yeah, because he was so old or something.
What
like
about the
that.
guy that invaded the house? What happened to him?
Damn it.
Probably nothing.
Wow.
Criminals in Spain.
Yeah. Well, since we're on the subject of guns, we do have a lot of other big political news.
It's really hard.
But since we're talking about guns, let's pull up this video, which is taking the internet by storm, with tens of millions of views, going viral.
This might be my new favorite.
Ford Fisher. New body camera footage shows Okaloosa County, Florida deputy Jesse Hernandez declaring shots fired and I'm hit and shooting at the handcuffed, unarmed suspect inside of his police car. He had not been shot. Rather, it was determined that he heard an acorn drop onto the car. Dude, when I watched this video earlier today, I was laughing for like 20 minutes. It is like Reno 911. And look, I'm only laughing because nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
But it is two cops screaming and unloading their guns into their own vehicle.
What?
Because the guy heard an acorn. I will look. So you're going to hear gunshots, but you know, for our friends who may be concerned, and for the censors over there at YouTube, nobody got hurt. Everything's fine. Let's all calm down and watch the video and have a laugh.
I don't know if I should.
Hurt. These are trained professionals.
Watch.
What?
Shots fired!
I love it.
What?
Just so you
in
know, he's
the
breaking
hell
rules, guys. He's breaking
going
firearm
on?
safety rules. Know your target and what's around it.
He's like, I'm hit.
He has no idea what he's shooting at.
I would be so embarrassed.
He's
I would
shot.
I love that he's like screaming that he's been shot and he hasn't been
checking his
shot.
own.
Bro, it was an acorn hitting your car, bro.
You know what I think happened?
He rolled on like a stone. And
Yes. Yep. I think when he did those 2 combat rolls for no reason, he rolled over a rock, which pushed into his back, and he's like, got me in the back. Dude, just him. When I first watch this, I'm kind of like, don't you need to assess the situation and try and figure out if there was a gunshot, where it's coming from? And the fact that there was no gunshot, why are you unloading your magazine into your own vehicle? Like, if there was a shot, it could have come.
He shot into his own vehicle, Netstar. Oh, fuck, bro. Man, fire him. He didn't take any precautions. He didn't even know what he was shooting at. He was just firing away. He lose his job, bro. Lose the job, bro.
From somewhere else, perhaps.
Unreal.
So there's more, but wait till he says, "I'm good."
I hope that's his last day.
The adrenaline is pumping right now,
Right?
dude. Wait. I guess I wasn't shot.
Right?
I'm good.
How embarrassing.
That'd be embarrassing.
I'm good. I feel weird, but I'm good. I feel
weird. Oh my God.
Man.
Here's the video from the perspective of Sergeant Beth Roberts. Okay, I'm going to rag on her a little bit less because there is a certain reasonableness to your partner screams, shots fired, I'm hit, and you say where, and they point, and you assume that they are correct, but it is still equally insane.
Tag number off the top of your head. Okay, it's okay.
She's looking at it from the other end. Oh no.
What? Wait, right there?
Oh my gosh, she's dumping too, bro.
In a car.
They're
Where
shooting
right
each
there?
other.
Oh
in some
my
direction,
God, they're
dude.
shooting at each other. It's laying in the
Can
ground.
you just like, okay, look,
What the fuck,
there's the guy.
man?
Here's her gun.
Bro,
She's aiming. He's
Jimmy, he's shooting at her and she's shooting at him. That's a little crazy, bro. She said, where? Right there? Yeah, way over there.
hit him.
I don't know how long these officers have been on the job or whatever, but these are not well-trained officers.
No, man.
Like, you don't
Dude.
start shooting without knowing what you're shooting at.
We've all seen Reno 911, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you maybe not have, because you've only been in the U.S. for a year, but it was a show where it was like, I mean, the guy from Reno 911 just did a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, literally.
It's basically this like laughably bad police department. And the idea of a guy hearing an acorn
911.
rolling on the ground
Exactly what that
twice,
sounds
screaming,
like.
shots fired, I'm hit, and then just unloading every bullet he has into his own car is like a sketch out of Reno 911.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
doing
crazy,
tactical
dude.
training in Florida with Luke
Mhm.
Rutkowski, and one of the things that they have been teaching me and all of us is that cops aren't getting enough real life gunfighting training. They get a lot of range training. I don't even know if they get a lot, but they get like range training, just shooting. But you're supposed to like
It definitely needs
not
to take
flip
more
out.
millions
Literally, he
from the training
flipped
deal.
out,
Dude.
when he heard a noise.
That's the crazy thing for me. They heard a noise. You say shots fired into your radio to let your dispatch know that shots are fired. You don't just yell shots
like a
fired.
parrot.
for
I got a
no reason.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
What if this cop was trying to kill the suspect?
Whoa, dude.
And so think about it. An acorn hitting a car, there is no look. There's like a report Ford Fisher posted as well, where they're talking to him like perhaps it was the sound of this acorn hitting the car that you thought was a gunshot. And he's like, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't believe it. I don't believe that is the simple solution, that a cop heard an acorn hit his roof and assumed someone fired a gun from inside the car, because he has one. He's used it. He's done some training with it. He knows what they sound like. And there's no way. I'm wondering if he just screamed that, because think about this. This cop,
Hold
let's
on, he
hypothetically
had
say,
somebody in the
cop
car?
A wants to murder a suspect, but he doesn't want to go to prison. Here's a simple solution. You scream shots fired, I'm hit. Your partner then
Uses the
unloads into the suspect.
Oh, and you let the partner.
And
kill
then-
the person.
But the partner is going to be like, I heard him scream shots fired and I'm hit.
Mhm.
Then he says, I heard a gunshot. I didn't shoot anybody. So what happens? The ruling here was that the cop who screamed I'm hit was not reasonable in his use of deadly force. He was not criminally charged. No wrongdoing. He ends up resigning. His partner it was deemed was reasonable when she nearly murdered a guy sitting in his car. Imagine that scenario. The cop wanting to kill someone screams, shots fired, shots fired. The partner kills the suspect.
It's not.
And then when it comes down to the
internal
investigation of what happened,
but
he says, I heard a shot.
He should have had eyes on target as well.
I didn't do anything. Your partner goes, he said shots fired and I'm hit, so I defended him. And they're going to say, okay, good, clear, good to go.
It's like The Departed, that movie. I don't think a cop would go through a lifetime of training and becoming a cop just to find one random guy.
Who said
it's not a lifetime of training?
But no,
whatever. 5.
But whoa. That was
a
major assumption. I never said anything like that.
Like what?
That a cop decided to go through a lifetime of training to become a cop to kill somebody. That's a grand leap from what I'm saying.
Well, that he would throw his entire career away, even in resignation, just to kill.
He literally did. He literally threw his career away.
Yeah,
in fact, maybe someone came to him. I'll tell you what. You know, it makes more sense.
This guy dropped his career on the ground.
And why would he do that?
Because he's an idiot.
Or someone offered him money to kill somebody.
He's on SSRIs or something. I don't know.
Or someone said, "Look, this guy, you kill him, I give you $100,000." And he's like, "Okay." I'm not saying literally that's what happened. I'm saying I don't see it as making sense.
It can happen, man.
That this cop did a double barrel roll, screaming shots fired, and then unloaded into this car trying to kill a guy.
You would get behind the car under the bumper or something. If the guy you think is shooting at you is in the car locked in there, get under the car. Don't run further away. Do a roll on the ground where you're out in the open. Like, what does he think he's going to dodge the bullet because he's rolling on the ground?
You're supposed to. This is my understanding. I don't know about police training.
Cover, man.
But the hostile environment stuff I've done, it was always immediately seek dead ground door cover when shots are fired. If you're going by a car, it's the engine block. I don't understand why it was that he screamed shots fired, remained in the open, and started shooting at the vehicle in the way he did. What I kind of lean towards is he just wanted to kill the guy. Because like we're all laughing at these guys being really dumb or whatever, this guy. And I'm like, I don't know, what if he was trying to I was going to say, he screamed.
Okay, here we go.
They ordered foreign assets, the Five Eyes Spy Club, to spy on 26 Trump associates, essentially to create the Russiagate hoax.
Wow.
This is
I swear, dude.
Seditious conspiracies?
Yeah, I don't know what
coup?
I don't know what the law is that was broken, but I know that the federal government using the CIA to spy on someone that's running for president is effing illegal. Like I don't know what the exact law that's breaking, but I know the CIA is not supposed to operate in the United States.
So here's now the most interesting aspect of this. There is a binder that apparently has all the information on this that is missing. No one knows where it is. I don't know that that's true. It's being speculated that the binder containing information on the CIA operation to launch the Russiagate hoax has gone missing. And the speculation beyond that is Donald Trump ordered Crossfire Hurricane declassified. This is basically the Obama administration spying on Donald Trump illegally. Kevin Kleinsmith, a lawyer, was criminally charged over fabricating evidence to get a FISA warrant against Carter Page. This is a fact.
Bro, these people need
so
to
the rumor
in jail. They need to face
the
same
is that Trump
trouble
took the binder with the information when he left. That's why they raided his home.
To do some shit like this.
The reason why they're going after him is because he has documents pertaining to Crossfire Hurricane.
And you know what? These
back
people
because it will
dance around these laws.
They committed crimes. So let's start here.
Make fucking
Trump
sense,
did order Crossfire Hurricane
declassified right in front of our faces.
When he was when Mar-a-Lago was raided, many people initially speculated. I bet he's got documents pertaining to Obama's
everything in the world
and other spy activities.
What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Now this story is being dropped by Michael Schellenberger, where they say they have numerous sources confirming the CIA did instruct the Five Eyes Spy Club. Okay, that's foreign countries to spy on the Trump administration and 26 associates. They call it bumping. Basically, create a reason to spy on him, and then they create Russiagate.
Holy bro!
And then Trump took those classified documents, and that's what's going on behind the scenes.
I mean, I would.
When are they going to start going to jail? When are we going to start?
For
I hope
that
he gets in there and takes all those out
to have the evidence and to actually be able to prosecute and actually start throwing people in jail. Because there's like I completely believe that the CIA was, spying on Trump. It's illegal. There should be a recourse that the American people have. It is likely that we don't, which means that we've lost control of the federal government, which is super awesome. That's sarcasm.
That's exactly what it means.
It's frustrating.
That's exactly what that
intrigue, court intrigue. Back in the day,
We have
who tried
no
to poison the
more
king?
control
He
over
stole
what our
his
government does, though.
lingerie from the woman and put it on
No
the
more
man
control.
to frame the guy that was having sex with his
They're just
brother.
going to do whatever they want.
Court intrigue, and now we've got this bullshit.
Let's so here's I'll give you the first little bit of the article. It says FBI agents raiding former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in August 2022 may have been hunting for a 10-inch binder of declassified information detailing how former CIA Director John Brennan ordered the initial spying operation into Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. So hold on a minute. It is an established fact that there was spying on Trump's 2016 presidential campaign.
It's like Watergate.
Now, hold on there a minute, friends. We have this from our good friends over at Wikipedia. Allegations of Barack Obama spying on Donald Trump. That's the Wikipedia article, and it reads, as part of a large, baseless conspiracy theory, Donald Trump posited that Barack Obama had spied on him. No, hold on.
You know what that man?
Why does a Wikipedia article start that way?
Because it's
Russia,
literally written by leftists and Antifa people.
He couldn't even do his fucking job, dude.
99.9% of Wikipedia articles will start with, it wouldn't start with as a baseless, it would say Donald allegations of Barack Obama spying, blah, 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 article link.
We have
the idea that they preface
able
this
to go and
as part of a large baseless conspiracy theory before they even mention anything else is very weird. Considering we know for a fact he was spied on and it was the Obama administration. This is very funny for Wikipedia to have an article that says this. It gets better. Spygate,
the Obama administration,
conspiracy
like the Clinton
theory.
Administration.
See how it starts? Spygate was a disproven conspiracy theory peddled by 45th U.S. President Donald Trump and his political base on many occasions throughout his presidential term. It primarily centered around the idea that a spy was planted by the Obama administration to conduct espionage on Trump's 2016 presidential campaign for political purposes. Blah, 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 blah. Here's my favorite thing. Spygate was a disproven conspiracy theory. Huh? Why is it a was? Why is it past tense? Spygate is no longer a disproven conspiracy theory?
Neuro-linguistic programming. They want you to forget about it.
No. Why are they saying in the past tense that it was disproven? Is it because it is no longer disproven?
No, that's
right.
a fact.
It used to be disproven. Now it's totally true.
Yeah.
Well, but it is totally true. From the Wall Street Journal, Trump really was spied on. Durham says techies linked to Clinton campaign had access to White House and Trump Tower internet data. The amount of spying that went on from the Obama administration and Democrat allies into the Trump campaign is historic record. Kevin Kleinsmith was criminally charged over this. He falsified evidence to get a FISA warrant against Carter Page. They were spying on him. There you go. Reality. So I want to believe that what's going on now with this missing binder is true. Part of me is just like, dude, they're going after Trump because they're trying to stop him from running. The binder stuff is wishful thinking. Maybe. I do think it's reasonable to believe that Donald Trump took with him classified documents related to the Obama administration's Crossfire Hurricane, which was what they were spying on him and all that stuff. Look at this. They call it the counterintelligence investigation into Trump's 2016 campaign.
Counterintelligence.
Yeah. I think it's likely Trump did take
the
the
dude
documents
got hassled,
and they wanted
hassled,
that's
and
reasonable.
hassled,
the investigation
about
during the
his
campaign.
whole time he was in office. He got hassled the whole time he was in office. Russia. He's got Russian collusion. He got it the whole time, bro. I hope Trump gets in there and gets rid of all them alphabetical letters. CIA, DEA, FBI, LGBT. I'm just kidding. Don't get rid of those. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, man, y'all have a beautiful night, man. We are over and out.
You know what the fuck going on, nigga? Huh? Niggas 12, I ain't going back and forth up on the internet. Holder told her friend I hit, now she won't let me get in there. Niggas steady ask me who I hit, but I don't get in there. Hit his head and watch it swell up, thought we used to fix a flat. Nigga got strong on about his heat and he ain't get it back.